welcome back to another episode of the weekly-ish roundup of crafting stuff. I make nerdy crafting videos here on YouTube, and today I'm going to talk about the top things I found on the internet this week, all related to nerdy crafting, tabletop gaming. Let's get started. First up over on YouTube from The Smuggler's Room is turning a coffee maker into a Star Wars diorama. I often forget that you can get really cool bits and pieces from electronics and small appliances. My favorite type of dioramas are ones like this that are scratch bashed. It's just so interesting. The level of detail that he's able to get into this with just like a variety of different parts is rad. Moving on over to the r/model makers subreddit from user crybaby200nhed is a scratch built boost gauge. The final result is just so tiny. It just made me smile. This level of detail in such a small piece is a real labor of love. I think that this kind of stuff often doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. Moving on to r/mini painting from user ill-wear-1014 is this Horus Ascended. This is dope, but the object source lighting from this Molten area at the bottom is so unbelievably convincing. I think a lot of people's natural inclination is to go to pure black, but this kind of purpley, dark, hot metal look is so convincing. There's also a really masterful kind of glow from the bottom, which is where real OSL kind of shines, is how it affects everything else. And it's subtle. They didn't overdo it. It's so believable. The bits of orange on the back of the tassel. The tassel is also tattered and looks like it's on fire. This is truly masterful and deserves to be recognized. Continuing on the mini painting subreddit from user the_elder_medium is this chrome armor space marine in a synthwave setting. This is another fantastic masterclass in painting Warhammer models. These reflections are all hand painted. I can barely believe that this is just painted and isn't a real reflection. Moving on over to Instagram from El Miniaturista is this really cool method to create realistic rust deposits. They use water and sand and just let it get kind of crusty and then scrape it off after applying some paint, and might be a little too tedious for my tastes, but I can't argue with the results. This looks absolutely incredible. And finally, back to Reddit, I wanted to include an honorable mention of Moo Deng miniature. If you don't know Moo Deng, look her up, from user senior_Kinsey. She's a baby hippo. So cute and so funny, especially because hippos are like actually extremely dangerous animals. So the skulls on the bottom contrasting with the adorable Moo Deng just made my day. And that's gonna do it for this week's weekly-ish roundup of crafting stuff. If you like this series and you want to see it pop up in your feed every week, or you like checking out longer form nerdy crafting videos, consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.